Hey, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Kevin Fear, president of Mattress Express. This show is Pillow Talk, a show about sleep. If you stuck around during the break, thanks for sticking around. If you listened to us last week, welcome back. I hope you find this helpful. My goal during this show is to show you the value of sleep, maybe give you one thing that can help improve your life. Sleep is critical. Do you know that you will die of suffocation, lack of oxygen first, lack of water second, lack of sleep third, and starvation fourth? Your body values sleep more than it values nutrition. That's how important sleep is, yet we disregard it. One of the things I try to put into perspective for people when they're looking at mattresses or bed, I prefer to call them sleep systems because there's so much more to it than just a mattress. They'll pull in a car. Many of our stores have glass storefronts, and I'll look out and I'll see the car and I'll say, probably a lease, right? And more times than not, it is. The average lease in the U.S. is not unusual to see a $600 or $700 lease. So a $700 lease, and I say, truthfully, how much time a day do you spend on your car, in your car on average? And an hour is generous on average, right? So that's 7 hours a week. And a lease payment of even $600 is $7,200 a year. 3 years, that's $21,000. And you turn the car back in, and you have no problem doing that for 7 hours a week of use. But yet you look at a sleep system that typically is going to last you a minimum of 10 years, that you're going to spend a third of your life in, that's going to affect everything you do. It's going to affect how you think, how you drive. It's going to affect relationship. It's going to dramatically affect your health, which we're going to talk a little bit about today. It's going to affect how you perform at work. And people come in and want to spend like $200 or $300 or $400 on a queen mattress. Maybe just to put it in perspective. If you're well rested, you're going to have a better, healthier life. It's really just that simple. That's what I have learned in this business. And you get what you pay for when you buy a mattress. I've seen it over and over and over in the industry. And you can go to a membership club and buy a name brand mattress, or a closeout store. It's not the same mattress you're going to buy in my store. It's not the same quality. It doesn't have the same build. It doesn't have the same product. Just because it says a brand name doesn't make it a great mattress. You look at a brand like a fine brand like Mercedes-Benz. Well, they have low dollar entry level cars, and then they have the Maybach all the way on the other end. They're not the same all the way through. It's the same with mattresses. And there's so many different tastes and needs and wants. And, I also tell people when they're looking at mattresses, it's like buying a refrigerator. Nobody wants to spend, very few people want to spend money on a refrigerator, right? It's not something you want to go spend money on. But when you go to get it, and you get the stainless steel double door fridge with LED lighting, with the freezer on the bottom, with the crisper drawer and all the bells and whistles, the water in the outside door and the ice in the outside. Every time you use it, you say to yourself, I'm glad I got the good one. It's the same with a mattress and a bedding system. When you wake up in the morning and you're just rested, you ever have those days where you open your eyes and you just feel like $1,000,000? You say, wow, I slept like a rock last night. So if you could wake up like that every day, wouldn't it be worth it? Do you think you'd have a better day at work? Do you think you'd interact better with your spouse and your coworkers? Do you think you'd be more attentive when you drive? Do you think you'd be more productive? Do you think you might earn more money if you're in sales or something of that nature? Really, it's not far-fetched. That's really how it works. And today we're going to talk briefly, and again, I am not a doctor. I know that may shock you. This is the how does sleep affect your health? 5 health benefits. With proper sleep, you'll get sick less often. You'll stay at a healthier weight. Now, how important is that, especially heading into the holiday season, right? You'll lower your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease just by getting a good night's sleep. So when we show people these sleep systems in our stores, it's important to get a good one. Reduce stress and improve your mood. Proper sleep will help you think more clearly and do better in school and at work. Things I've just said, right? And it helps you get along better with people. So if nobody likes you, you need to get a better night's sleep. I'm looking at my stepdaughter in the studio, and she said, "What? What do you mean nobody likes me?" So, these are some of the health benefits of getting a good night's sleep. Sleep affects almost every tissue in our bodies, Dr. Michael Tweary, a sleep expert at NIH. I'm reading something here. It affects growth and stress hormones, our immune system, appetite, breathing, blood pressure, and cardiovascular health. I saw an article where Sharon Stone, so I didn't know this, she's 65 years old, kind of hard to believe. She has to get 8 hours of sleep at night or she suffers from seizures after nearly dying 22 years ago from a brain bleed. And it says Sharon Stone, this is on dailymail.com. Sharon Stone needs 8 hours of sleep a night so she doesn't have seizures. The 65-year-old actress was given just 1% chance of making it through alive after she suffered a 9-day bleed on her brain in 2001. She admitted, that part doesn't matter. Let's move on. The point is, that's how important sleep is to her. It's important that you get a proper night's sleep. Now, let's go over to what are some of the side effects of a lack of sleep. It says the cumulative long-term effects of sleep loss and sleep disorders have been associated with a wide range of deleterious health consequences, including an increased risk of hypertension, diabetes, obesity, depression, heart attack, and stroke. Is that a good reason to get a good night's sleep? And it says, what are the 5 stages of sleep deprivation? 1 to 21, 24 hours of no sleep. 2, 36 hours of no sleep. 4, 48 hours. 72 hours and 96 plus hours. So if you're not getting, if you have insomnia, you're not getting the proper night's sleep, it's a bad thing. Come to one of our stores. You can get all of our locations at mattressexpressny.com. It always blows my mind how long people will sleep on a bad bed. I had a good friend of mine who's been telling me for 3 years that at least that he needed to get a new bed. And ironically, he's a great man. He just passed of a heart attack. I don't know if there was any connection to that. But it certainly didn't help him because he wasn't getting a great night's sleep. He kept saying, I got to come in and see you, Kev. My mattress is sagging in the middle, and unfortunately, we just lost him. And so don't do that to yourself. Come into one of our stores. You can go to mattressexpressny.com for locations. You can call 1-800-NEW-BEDS and talk to someone. You can go to our website and get live online chat or shop, or just stop in. There's no appointment necessary. We have stores in Watertown, Evans Mills, Oswego, Central New York, which is Syracuse, the Utica, Oneida area. And if you're listening to this in a market where we don't have a store, we're a short drive away, and we're probably coming to your market very soon, and your friends and neighbors are already driving up here. If you can hear my voice, we deliver to you. We go all the way up to the Canadian border, all down through Binghamton, almost all the way out to Albany and Rochester, down through Ithaca all the time. So stop in. Nobody has all the brands under one roof that we have. Nobody in New York State that I'm aware of. We have Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple. And you'll hear some stores say they have Purple. We have 9 different Purples. We have the full lineup, not 2 or 3. Puffy, largest retailer in the nation of Puffy. We have the full lineup. The Number Bed by Instant Comfort, Personal Comfort, which is air adjustable. Posh and Lavish Ultra Luxury Latex. It's the best. It is the best. I'm sleeping on one currently right now. They're all great. Don't get me wrong. But just stop in and try it. We have all the different technologies, all the different types of beds. You don't have to drive from store to store to store. We're open long hours, 7 days a week. We make it easy to pay. We have no credit payment plans and up to 5 years, no interest, no money down on some beds. Stop in and find out what we're all about. And if you just stop in and try a bed and do a comfort test, you get a $25 prepaid Visa card. How's that? We're going to be right back after this break. Stick around. I think you're going to find the next segment quite interesting.